Sorry I don't have anything Red Wings on. My sweatshirt is a Tigers sweatshirt, so we're just going to count that even though I have a Reggie Miller jersey on because the Pacers play later today. Sorry, forgot to pack some Red Wings stuff. But let's get into this. This team's going to kill me. The goaltending was not good. I mean, the defense wasn't good, and we'll get into that. But the goaltending was not any better, and he could have done at least a little bit better with what he had. He just some of those shots he could have defended, and he could have stopped, but he didn't. And it was just I think it was the first goal scored. He went way, way, way too outside of the crease. He should have stayed in, because if he blocked it and it went to the side and he stayed in the crease, he could have just pushed off, went to the other side, and stopped that goal, and it wouldn't have been scored because he would have been there. But instead, he was outside of the crease, and it didn't give him enough time. He had this problem earlier in the year, and it seems it's come back. But he was solid in the second and third, but just couldn't get it done in the first. The defense. The defense is a garbage fire, but it's not entirely the players' fault. I mean, we don't have the best players, but we have some solid defenders. We have guys who can be a part of this team in the future when the rebuild is almost over and we're kind of trying to get a playoff spot. We have guys that can be there and be contributors to a playoff team. But we also have guys who are not very good and will probably not be here when the rebuild is finished. I don't like Marc Staal. I had optimism for him at the beginning of the year, but I've kind of lost that now. I think all the promise he's shown is just gone. It's no. It doesn't help the game plan that they've been handed to try and deal with, and we'll get into that later, but no. The offense was bad, just like everything else. In the first and second periods, it did not show up whatsoever. It was bad. It wasn't. It was inconsistent. But in the third period, it showed up. And I think Fabry scored, and he's a good hockey player. I wasn't surprised that he scored the goal, but it just wasn't our day, especially on every side of the puck. I mean, offense, defense, goaltending, everything was bad, and coaching. In summary, we are bad. Also, Blashill is terrible, because, like I was talking about the defensive game plan earlier, it's so bad, it's like he thinks that you need two defenders to defend one guy. That's just what it seems like at this point. His defensive planning is terrible. His offensive setups are terrible. Well, actually, I take that back. His setups to get us in scoring position are actually solid. We will get in scoring position. We just don't capitalize on the opportunities we are given. That is more the player's fault on that side of the game. But defensively, we are terrible, and it's more Blashill's fault than the player's fault on that one. But yeah, we aren't doing anything this year other than hopefully taking someone with a high draft pick. So that's all I can hope. That's all I can hope. But yeah, see you guys next time. As always, I'm not funny, and go Tigers.
Love on each other, as in, like, tell each other they love. I don't know, like, who the person is, so the fuck you doing? The fuck you doing? Dumbass. My bad, y'all.